as I walk and as I run to every casino in the state. Roads that have curves or are straight, hit 'em all, Nevada.
Morning, everyone. It is day 13. Had a nice rest last night. Really enjoy my place, as I made that rather obvious. It's a terrific place. I can't say enough. All right, enough of that. It occurred to me, every time that I say good morning to you, I'm wearing I'm wearing this. Now, the reason I'm wearing this all the time is because it's the only one I brought, and it's cold here. It's we're at 5,000 feet. Jackpot, Elko, everybody's very high, and so they have snow here. And I remember I was touting yesterday how much I really liked Carson City, but the one downside is that it snows. And I did live in Pine Valley, which is in the mountains of San Diego, and we occasionally got snow. And you know what? Here's how I feel. Snow is a lot of fun, and it's beautiful for 2 days, and then it gets just basically annoying. So I don't want to ever live in snow. Another reason why I'm going to stay in San Diego. But I should have brought another sweatshirt, and I could have bought one, but I have two at home, two more at home, I should say. And so, let's face it. It's a good color for me anyway, right? Don't you agree? It's a good color. Good color. So today, we are going to go to two of the big casinos, Atlantis and the Peppermill. They are not in the central city of Reno, which I'm doing all tomorrow. So I thought I would do these two because Lake Tahoe only has 3. So there's only going to be 5 casinos today. It's going to be a short day. I may put in, a little, view as I go up the mountains in the snow. And of course, I'm going to show Lake Tahoe. And I got my car washed. So, no interference, like you've probably noticed in the past. I might write another song. I don't know. We'll see. See how much time I have.
In 1 mile, turn left.
Now in a mile, I got to turn left. So, some good news on the front of my uploading the videos. I was having a very difficult time in those other motels. Their Wi-Fi was so poor that they wouldn't load up, and I was getting behind. Now today is the 25th, and today would have been the last day I had in queue. However, this new place has a very nice Wi-Fi, and they don't charge extra, as did when I was in the beginning of this. I remember I was paying an extra $10 a day for the better Wi-Fi, and that really did a good job. But this has about the same speed, and it's free. So I was able to put in the queue. How many more videos did I put in the queue? I think I put in 3. So now I'm up to April 29th in the queue. Now, what the queue means is that the videos are all done, they're finished, they're just waiting for their turn, to come on at 10 a.m. on a daily basis. And I should finish, I did edit day 12, part 1, and it's done. I just haven't loaded it up to be put into the queue, which would be May 1st. The problem with it, with day 12 is that I was
past this light.
What?
Then at the next one, turn left.
Okay, thank you. The problem is that it was too long as one day, and when I put it into 2 parts, kind of short, maybe 20 minutes or so. 24, 25 minutes. And I still have to edit part 2. I haven't done that. I'm going to do that when I get back today. And of course, today, part 3, it's probably going to be a very short video. Like I said, there's only 5 casinos. But we'll see. Oh, gosh, I'm looking right at the Atlantis casino right in front of me here. Oh, my goodness, I'm already here. Who'd have believed it? That didn't take long at all. And, I'm getting some rain. Great. Wash the car. Get some rain, right? Isn't it every time? It is overcast. I checked the forecast for Lake Tahoe today, and they are not expecting any snow. So it should be just overcast. This is the very first overcast day that I've had in this entire trip. So it's nice. It's cold, pretty cold, but it is overcast. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now and get into the Atlantis and show you around, okay? Oh, raindrops keep falling on my head. Okay, well, not the best vantage point to be taking this video of the Atlantis here. But let's go on inside the casino. You know what? Why don't they have any covered parking here? I don't understand. You know, it does get very hot. It's all way the heck out here. All of it. What's up with that? Okay, enough whining. Let's get inside. My goodness, they have a really nice poker room. Wow. That is nice. Good poker room. All right, let's go take a look. I'm not going to show you, like I said, I'm not going to show you a whole bunch of machines. I would show you whatever else I can find that might be interesting to you. Ah, kind of a pretty inside fountain area here. Very nice. Very nice. Got your Manhattan deli and, you know, some coffee and donuts. All right, this is for my video poker friends. Check this out. Come on, give me a break. This is wild. For my video poker friends, check this out. I'm going to show you just the schedules, actually. This is, it's not so ugly deuces with a wild progressive. That's full, well, it's not so ugly, but still. And check this out. Double bonus, 9-7 with the progressive royal. 9-7. That's very close to full pay. Almost never see that anymore. And this is a major, you know, this is a major casino. I mean, it's a resort. The double is 9-6. And the one that kind of surprised me also was the triple double is 9-6. I mean, usually you see it 9-5, but 9-6 is pretty darn good. All right, I'm not going to play video poker here today. I mean, I might play outside of my one bet, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and move on. Yeah. One more thing. Oh, goodness sakes. They have this game, Deuces Joker's Wild, which I know Harv is familiar with, but I have no clue what the strategy is for this game. But it's a 9-6, which, you know, seems decent, I suppose. 125. All right. Wait a minute. 4 deuces without a joker only pays 125. 4 deuces plus the joker. Oh man. So I have chosen to play Spartacus. I had a comment from someone, lady, who asked me if I would please play some more of the oldies. I don't know if this qualifies as an oldie, but it's pretty old. And I will play some oldies along the way. All right, so my $40, as you see, is in. Someone left me 47 cents. Let's hope that's for good luck. All right, we're going to play, it's 100, I think, $1. No, that's 50 cents. So let's, there we go, $1. And let's cross our fingers. There's some construction going on behind me. You know, I don't know what chip they have in here, but I'm telling you, it's low because I've had nothing but dead spins. So I only got 4 more left. Kind of talk over the construction behind me. See, dead spin. Take a look. Dead spin. $40. Deadspin. Isn't that crazy? What a horrible, horrible game. All right, on to the next one. And here, boys and girls, we are at the Peppermill. Now, I have a little bit of a history with this place, which I will share with you at the right time. But right now, let's go inside. Look how terrible. You know, it's been such beautiful weather. What is, you know, first cloudy day. I guess I shouldn't complain too much. So here we have these murals on the wall, you know, with the moving pictures. Yeah, this is great. I like this. You know, at one time, back in the day, if you will, they had, this place was all neon. I mean, when I say neon, I mean all neon. It was, I mean, it's totally dark except for neon. It was crazy. Oh, I'm in the kind of the rotunda, so my voice is echoing. All right, let's come on over here. I'm not going to spend time with the casinos here. Plus, there's a supervisor right there. This is the Chi restaurant. Look how beautiful. Yow. I bet you it's more than $2.95 a dish. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know. All right, moving on. All right, here at the Peppermill, in the spirit of doing a classic, good old kitty glitter. Boy, this is an old machine, but I'll tell you something. It's one of those all or nothing. If you get a bonus, you're gonna make some money. If you don't get a bonus, you're gonna lose some money. All right. Well, I'm going to do you can play this game for as little as, well, you can play it for a penny. One line for 1 penny. But for all the lines, if you bet 30 lines, you know, it's 30 cents, 60 or 90. I'm going to play for 90 cents. So let's take a look. All right, let's hope for that. We need 3 of those kitty meals right there. All right, wish us luck. Well, I kind of knew going in on this one that, you know, it's very unlikely. It's so hard to get the bonus. That's why all the money's tied up in the bonus. But truthfully, I've had a couple of nice hits, one for $7.50. I still have $10, so I thought we'd play along. The sound is really low on this one. I haven't even had a tease, not even one with 2 of the meals, bowls of kitty food, I guess. There's one. I'm getting 1, but I never get the tease of the 2. There's 2, but there's the back 2, so that's not a tease. All right, come on, baby. Come on, you still got a little bit of time here to surprise me. There's a little something, $4.20. All right, that's good. All righty, we're still going here. Okay, little something. All right, 90 cents. Oh, okay, $3. Okay, now we got 7. Alright, there's another $1.20. Picking up a little bit since I had you follow along with me. Riding shotgun, so to speak. Alright, down to 5. Come on, baby. Okay, little jacks. Okay, we got some of those kitties for get our bet back. We're betting 90 cents a hit. That white kitty, well, I tell you, you don't get anything with that Persian. Nah, very tough to get. Get a lot of the Siamese. All right, down to $2. Come on. Can you shock me with almost no money left? My last bet. Oh, I can go 15 times 2 times 1. No, times 2 is 30, right? Okay. All right. Got 30 cents for a 30 cents bet. Hit it. Oh, no. I lost again. Boy, the big boys have let me down. Look at this oyster bar. Man. I mean, it's not open yet, but goodness sakes. Look at that. Wow, very nice. Really nice. Well, I was going to tell you the story about when my friend Cindy and I came here, and we met with Terry, my other friends, Terry and Louise. And the four of us came, and I'm sure it was the Peppermill. I'm positive. I think it was the Peppermill. And we came here to this area between the parking lot and the casino. It was an extra little casino area where there were some machines and there was a little tiny oyster bar in the middle. That's why I'm so confused. But anyway, the girls, while playing some, it was either video poker or machine, I don't remember what they were playing, but they discovered the lemon martini and, no, lemon drop, that's it, the lemon drop. And they had, let's say, a few lemon drops and were pretty much snockered. It was very funny. We had a great time. At least I had to tell them probably the next day that they did really have a good time. My problem is I'm very disappointed that I can't find that. Maybe they've just kind of done away with it and put in this ugly marble thing. But all right, that's my story. I wish there were more to it. If it were there, it'd be a lot more interesting. But that's a story. Okay. You know, sometimes all you have to do is kind of keep your eyes open. And I came across this little guy, Sierra Gold, Nevada-style tavern, but it is a casino, and they take the True card, which are the same people at the Aquarius and the Stratosphere. So I got my card. Let's go in and play and maybe hit a jackpot. It's time. Well, that was a disappointment. I really thought we had another little find of a casino, but this explains why it didn't show up on me before. It was simply a bar with about 10 machines at the actual bar, video poker machines, not a casino in any sense of the word. Little false advertising. I cannot tell you, I'm only even filming this. Normally, when this has happened to me, I've just deleted it. But this is about maybe 10th, 11th, 12th time somewhere on this journey that I would see casino, you know, along the freeway, and I'd go in and all it would be is something like this. But you know, I kind of thought that would happen, but gosh, what a waste of time. All right, back on the road again. On the road again. Inside Harris Lake Tahoe, going by all their shops here. And just in true Harris fashion, they have paid parking up here. They've added that because Harris is a part of Caesars, and Caesars are some of the cheapest bastards in the world. I have a lot of ranting about Caesars, and I will explain it later. Not right now, and I'll get it off my chest because as you will find out, I will encourage each and every one of you to never drop a dime into a Caesars property again. I am only going to play simply because I want to fulfill my, requirement that I play in every casino. So, but I am just going to play video poker. I'm just going to give them 25 bucks, and then I will move on over to Harveys, same thing, and then I'll be done with them. Nothing to do with this property. Ooh, such a downer. It really was a time that I liked it. You know, I was 7 stars for 2 years. I was diamond for a few more years before then. And then the ground opened up and they were swallowed up by another company. And then they decided they don't really want you to play there anymore. They just want the high rollers, that's all they care about. all you middle guys, you know, let's just take your money and not give you anything. All right, I'm approaching the tables. I better stop. You know, for a Friday, I mean a weekend, it is not very busy. I'm very satisfied to see that. It's, you know, it's not a particularly very big casino. And they've got, you know, they've got the usual amenities, a restaurant, a cafe, and all those kinds of things. And, you know, it is what it is. All right, best game I found was the double-double bonus poker with all of the different progressives. So I just got a little closer to the phone. And, you know, it's an 8-5 double-double, pretty bad, but, you know, it's double-double. So let's go ahead and play. Don't be fooled by the $100. I just didn't have a 20 with me. So here we go, max credit. Let's go, let's watch it together. We got ourselves 2 pair. And we want to go for, they are there. All right, let's go for the full house. Yeah, all right, that's 1. I'll be back for the last couple. All right, I have 2 more hands to go, and looky there. I am so happy to be taking some money away from Caesars. I have 2 more hands. I can't possibly lose. I did hit a couple of full houses, and I hit a straight. That's why I'm ahead. All right, there's some queens, so I'm not going to lose any money there. At 3 queens and 1 more. Number 20, can I get either a jack or a queen or higher? Here we go. All right, that's going to do it. 116.25. I will take it and move on. All right, we are going down under the tunnel. They do have Harveys and Harrah's are connected by a tunnel underneath the street, which is kind of cool. So we come down here, get a load of all their advertising, and we just go right over here, and before you know it, we're right inside Harveys. All right, a lot of construction going on here. Looks like they're trying to make Harveys a little newer. I know it'll, oh man, is it loud. All right, here we are. Here we are. Oh, baby. We made it. We made it into Harveys. All right, Harveys, like Harrah's, is a casino, and I'm going to tell you something. They have slot machines. There they are. Now, you would like to think that these were real trees that they built it around. Nah, they're fake. They're fake. Wouldn't it be cool if they were? But, you know, that would draw, you know, critters and bugs, and we don't want that. All right, so you can see Harvey is a little bit, you know, less ostentatious than a Caesar's, you know, than a Harrah's. But still, you know, nice. For a long time, this is where we preferred to play because they had some full pay poker here, or video poker, I mean. And so this was our casino of choice, but no longer, and only for one reason. It's because it's owned by Caesars now. Are you getting the idea? All right, so once again, we're at a double-double. That's their very best pay of all their bonus poker was 6-5. Their bonus deluxe was 6-5. Absolutely insane. Oh, and their jacks are wild were also 6-5. So why would anyone in their right mind play jacks? Jacks are better at 6-5 when they could play bonus at 6-5. It's absolutely ludicrous because they're preying on people who don't know what they're doing. That's what they're doing. I don't even know if that made sense. All right, once again, 25 hands. You see the $100 because when I cashed it in, they gave me a $100 bill again, and I actually need 20s, and I'll go to the cashier and get that in a minute. But for right now, let's get going here. We have, now in this game, you only hold the ace. Crazy, but that's the game. And we did get an ace. All right, so I will come back to you when it's time to do the last 2 hands. All right, I played 18 hands. Had a couple of trips, you know, but right now we're down $7.50. I have 2 more hands to go. Here we go. Let's see, we have a jack. That's all we got. And our final hand, we have a, oh boy, We're not gonna get rich on this one. We just gotta hope we gotta get something. And we got nothing. All right. So we lost $10 and moving on. Well, we walked across the street from Harveys, and here we are at the Margarita Resort. This used to be called something else, I think. I don't remember, but I know the last time I was here, it was not Margarita Resort, that's for sure. So I don't know if that's a restaurant, if it's a casino. Let's go find out. Well, it's definitely not a casino. And you know, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't been taken over by someone since Jimmy Buffett died. But they're still here. This is the lobby area. Kind of nice, you know. It's all, everything's facing in the atrium, basically. Front desk is right there, and it goes way up. It's pretty. I've got you know, the merch, the Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville merch, and we've got a steakhouse. Though I didn't right quick get the name. It's right here. We'll take a look, and they have a map of Lake Tahoe right here. Kind of cool if you want to see where you're at. It's called the JWB Prime Steak and Seafood. They're not open right now, but my guess is that they're pretty good. And of course, like I say, the merch shops, they're everywhere. And I'll go ahead and move on down to the village here. You know, you look Harvey's from the outside and look how big it looks. Now, when I was 7 stars, you're gonna hear this, some of these stories. When I was 7 stars, they flew me and my friend Cindy up here, stayed at Harris. It was July 4th, took us on the patio for the fireworks show, fed us dinner and drinks. I mean, they really treated us good. It was really nice. We had a really wonderful time, gave us a nice room. The limo on the way to and from the airport was a bit of a question mark, but we made it either way. And yeah, so there were some really good memories when I was with Caesars. But that was before the El Dorado people decided to buy it, because the Caesars management drove it into the ground and had to sell it to El Dorado. And El Dorado went on a penny pinching journey, making sure that they nickel and dimed every single little bit they could out of the small time player, not the big time player. They just takes bites out of the middle class and lower middle class. And you know, whether it be parking or waiting till 3 o'clock to check in, and if you want to, or maybe 4 o'clock, and if you try to check in early, they pop a $50 early registration fee, which is ludicrous. Listen, if the room is available and it's clean, you give it to the people. That's called good customer relations. They have no good customer relations. They're trying to cheat you. Now, by also doing that, what happens is everybody ends up going to the registration at the same time at 4 o'clock, and sure enough, there's a huge long lines. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that show the insane lines of people wanting to register. Now, you would think, because they would know this, that they would put more people at the registration desk. No, they don't. They have 2, maybe 3 overworked people trying to do the best they can and putting up with extremely disgruntled people, you know, that are trying to register. So if I am new to, let it be Vegas or wherever, and I find myself sitting in this hour-and-a-half line to register for a room, do you think I am going to come back and patronize their place again? Absolutely not. Caesars is killing us. They're killing the middle class and the lower middle class, because they're turning them off, not only from their property, they're turning them off from Las Vegas. I'm telling you, do not patronize Caesars. Now, I'm not putting down the people who work there. The employees are doing the best they can. They smile, they greet you, they're fine. But the management, the suits, the overpaid people that are making all the decisions, they don't care. They're not down there. They're not at the registration desk. They're not dealing with the people that are waiting. So, okay, all right. You get it? You understand my rant? I am just so upset with them. Okay, now you want me to say something nice? I'll say something nice about Caesars. Because I'm a veteran, they give me a platinum card for life, which means I get free parking for life. Thank you, Caesars. The one nice thing I can say. That's about all I got though. You know, it's a weekend. It's Friday. Look at this. There's no one here. How is that possible? Yes, today is a little cold, but still it's all, you know, we're just a week or so away from May. Okay, we got, you know, we have some stores, some new ones being built, but I am just kind of flabbergasted at how empty it is here. Let's move on. Ski season, it's ending. Oh, it's over. You can see the ski lifts. Let me zoom in. There's your ski lifts there. But it is, boy, if it were less cloudy, it would be an absolutely gorgeous scene right there. I'm going to backtrack now because I still haven't gone to Bally's yet. And we still have another casino to go to that is deep in the deep end of the forest. You know what? There's going to be more than 3 casinos. I completely forgot about the Golden Nugget. And only because I almost never came in here. But I have a card here, of course, and I also have a lot of comps. But I'm not going to use any of them. I'll just go in, make my bet. I'll do a slot machine this time. And then we'll move across the street to Bally's. Like all Golden Nuggets, they've got your Saltgrass Steakhouse. I've eaten with a Saltgrass Steakhouse, and you know, they're okay. Nothing special. There are 5 table games open, and there's not one person playing. Poor dealers are standing there, looking around, waiting for someone to play, something to do. They may go their entire shift just standing behind that table. Good job? Maybe. Me? Not at all. Their oyster bar is doing really well. Nice. All right, we are playing whatever the world this thing is. I think I've seen them online sometimes. They're all about fireworks. I don't really know, but you know, you got to kind of mix it up a little bit. So my 40 bucks is in there. I'm going to play the lowest denomination, and then we're going to hopefully get a bonus or a feature of some kind if I can recognize what it is when it comes up. Bonus is here. I got a bonus. And I still have $33 in there. So this is obviously going to be, mystery, 8 free games, 12 free games, 28 wilds, 18 wilds. I don't think I'm going to, I'm going to go with the 12. I watch people hit that mystery constantly and get wiped out. So let's hope the 18 is enough. All right, all we want is to make the major for 1,400. We're gonna be cool. We're not even gonna ask for the wilds. All right, she's the highest paying. Let's see, she's the highest, and the next comes those blue circle things, and after that's the banjos, and the flowers and the scrolls are the smallest. Okay, I didn't get anything there. How are we doing? Where are we at? 6 of 12. Okay. How much have we won so far? We've won for, we haven't won much in the Beyonce in the background is not helping me very much. All right, I've got to keep talking, folks. Hey, that should be a good one. That should be a real good one. Let's see what it is. Ooh, almost 20 bucks. Sweet. All right, we got that. And we have, I'm talking because I'm trying to talk over Beyonce. All right, here we go. One more to go. Just one more. We got a nothing on that last one. All right, $20. That's sweet. I'll take it. See you next time. Well, everyone, I'm going to make a pronouncement, and I think you should take notes and listen very carefully. But this is a truism. All right? Here it is. Taking notes? Here it is. It's more fun to win than it is to lose. There it is. Take a look where I'm going next. Right over there. Bally's. Here we go. So before this was called Bally's, or Bally's took it over, it was called something else, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember what. But this little area right here where this bar is at, now it's their sports book, I suppose. What they had there is they had, you know, the mechanical racing. You know, there were only a few of those machines left, and there were 2 of them up here. So we would come up here with our quarters, Derby, that's it. And we would just sit for hours and play, put in our quarters and play that Derby. It was a lot of fun. But of course, they quit making those, and there's only one left in the entire country, and that's at the D upstairs by the View Bar. All right, let's move on. Look here, a casino with machines. That's right, that's right. That's right, I'm doing it. Don't care what you think, I'm doing it. $20 on black. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, baby. Spinning around. Papa needs a new car. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. I know you can 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 do it. Well, I'll be darned. 32 red.
Loser life.
So right here in Bally's, we have the Opal nightclub, and look, they have stances here, you know, little thing, guides here, you know, to hold back all of the crowds. Boy, it's a good thing they invested in those. Huh? I'm telling you, this place, it's nice, but there's not much to show you. And you know, it's a ghost town. Look, there's no one here. I wasn't worried about the, you know, being busted because there wasn't a soul around me. Huh. So look at it this way. If everything was going just exactly as it has been going, and I wasn't taking notes and I wasn't doing filming, I would go back and I would tell my friends, you would not believe the worst luck that is humanly possible at the game of roulette that I experienced during this trip. And you know, everyone would go, yeah, okay. You know, oh, McGuff, Mr. Hyperbole. Yeah, well, you are my witnesses. You're right there with me. You see it. It's beyond imagination. That's right. That's right. You see it. You see it there. I'm in Dottie's. Who knew that Dottie's had a Lake Tahoe? And you know what? It's a big Dottie's. There's a lot here. So we're going to go ahead and put our $25. It's an 8-6, a pretty decent game. So let's see how it goes. All right, in an attempt to keep away from that music, let's do, here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here we go, first hand. We're playing Deluxe. This is the one where you get $100 if you catch a quad. That's hand 1, I'll be back. Look who got back at Dottie's. Another $100 hit. Got the aces, baby. All right, we're back in the black. Well, everyone, I am leaving Lake Tahoe. That's a wrap on Tahoe. There was supposed to be a casino. The Hyatt Regency has a casino, but I looked on their webpage before to get directions up there, and their casino is closed for remodeling. So that I did lose one, but there were a lot more than I thought. So you know, I will have a few casinos, and I gained one because I also, as I was driving here, I saw a Gold West casino in Carson City that was not on any of my lists. So I have it logged in here on my GPS, and I'm heading there now. So, you know, we're going to do that. I'm going to wrap up Lake Tahoe. You know, I think the most surprising thing to me was how few people there were. I mean, for a weekend, you thought there'd be more people. Yes, it's not snow season, and it's not summer, but it's still, you know, kind of a destination. But the casinos, all of the casinos, were pretty bare. I did really get a kick out of getting that $100 out of Dottie's. I didn't even know Dottie's was there. I don't know how long it's been there. It's store number 71. So I'm glad I stepped in there, because I thought, I kind of said I was going to stop Dottie's, but this was kind of a bigger store, and you know, I'm here, I don't have many casinos. Let's go ahead and put 25 in, what the heck. And you know, once again, got the quad. That is 3 quads when I'm playing bonus deluxe. Now, it's not unusual for me to get quads playing double, you know, bonus deluxe, you know, but at only 25 hands. That's the key. Only 25 hands each time. So this gambling trip of mine, this wonderful journey that's taking me all over this amazing state of Nevada, you know, has been teaching me a lot as I go. I know that as a long-time video poker player, and when I say long time, I mean a long time. When I was in my early 20s, I was sitting in front of my computer learning on a software how to play correct video poker, which is why I talk a lot about holding correct cards depending on the game that you play. And because I spent years, and I'm not kidding, I've been years studying those games. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. Am I close? I'm getting there. But whenever a hand is dealt to me that I am not 100% sure which ones to hold, I do have an app, a video poker app, that I break out, I put in the hand, and find out which ones to hold and which ones not to. I have no shame in doing that. And, you know, because even if I get it wrong, at least I can fall on the idea, hey, it's the app's fault, not mine. I just did what they tell me. So I'm heading back down. I have no idea right now. You know, I took some videos coming up, you know, from the front of the car, but the lake was out of the view. So I took my iPhone. I have to be careful. I took my iPhone off its stand, and I held it out here like this. I have no idea. I didn't look because I wanted to catch the lake. I had no pictures of the lake. So when I get back and I edit these things, I'm going to chop up everything enough so at least we have some decent pictures of the lake. So our next stop is now going to be the West, the Carson City Gold. I already forgot the name. It'll come to me when I get there. So anyway, hope you're enjoying this. Let's get going. And we are here at the Gold Dust West entrance. Don't know how I missed that. It's kind of on the outskirts of Carson City. It wasn't on the list, but I'm glad I caught it. So let's go in there and make a bet. All right, Little Shop of Horrors time. You know I like this machine. I just like the machine. What can I say? I like the little things that they do. You know, this is the second Gold Dust West. We had one in Elko that you might remember. So let's hope that, we didn't do well there. So I think we're gonna try to hit us a little jackpot on this one. 75 cents, of course. And then I'll be back. That little shop machine just was not working right. It's going way slow, and it wasn't working. So anyway, I moved over to the Locket Link, and it's the Dracula one. And so I had $24 left. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna play $1 a hit. Here we go. Well, it didn't matter what game we're playing here. It seems I can't get anything. I'm gonna do these last little spins with you. You can see that it's just going nowhere. Not even a tease. Not even a tease. Oh well. 50 cents. Ooh. What do you think? Play wager? A lot of green there. Oh, yeah. All right, so here I am, leaving a loser of the gold dust. I don't know if I lost for the day. I had a couple of nice wins, so we'll know when we get back and tally everything up. This is a nice little area here. It's not only the it's not just, it's the casino, it's a hotel, it's an RV park, and it's a bowling center. They got the whole thing covered here. So anyway, this concludes day 13. I've got a lot of editing to do. I have to go find some food and, you know, get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big one. Tomorrow I'm doing Reno. So I'm sure I'll be jumping around casino to casino, trying to catch those wins here and there. And yes, even maybe a game of roulette or two, just to prove nothing. But once again, thank you for watching, and hope to see you back tomorrow for day 14. Till then, bye.